You here?
I'm here.
He disappeared all of a sudden.
No, I'm just, hold on. It says that it's live, hold on.
Yeah, it's live.
Hold on. Yeah, it's live. It's live. Alright. Alright.
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, sorry about checking on my phone. Alright, okay. So, hey, what's up everybody? This is Gaming Despair. You know me, like my dudes over here, we game all the time and stuff like that. I want to get a shout out to the special guest, Ray. Can you introduce yourself? And what are you playing?
Hey, what's happening? It's a remote play ninja. Do want to thank my guy Gaming Despair for inviting me onto his show. Right now I'm playing Cuphead on the PS4. I'm 91% in. I just got one more trophy for that platinum. And yeah, I'm looking to like get in deep with this game.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, then we got my guy Omar Karaba. Man, hey, tell us what's up, man. What are you playing?
Yeah, I just finished GoT of Tsushima. I'm now going for the platinum. And after I'm done with this, I will go play the Avengers beta again. I freaking love that beta. Very enjoyable. But it runs like crap.
Yeah, I seen actually. I seen my dude remote play actually play that. It looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very fun, but you need to be patient with it because it clearly needs lots and lots of time in the oven.
Oh crap! I forgot, dude. You know what? I forgot to share it. Okay. Alright. So, basically, I have no take on this, right? Because I'm the only guy in here that hasn't played GoT of Tsushima. So, I want to know...
What you're talking about, Fed.
Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is that I have no take on this because you guys have played the game and I haven't played it. So, GoT of Tsushima, like, what are your thoughts on that game?
Do you want me to go first?
Whoever wants to.
Alright, I played GoT of Tsushima like 2 days before it released. I have to say it's like one of the most beautiful games I've played this generation. Gameplay is absolutely amazing. The combat is just superb. Animation and, you know, graphical fidelity. I love the grass, the way it moves, the wind blowing the grass, you know, the trees moving. It's just small details like that I really appreciate in the game, right? It has the whole day and night cycle. Photo mode is just so addictive in this game, and it's a scenery. Like wherever you go in this game, it's just a beautiful scenery. It's like it's therapeutic, and you know it makes you want to get in touch with nature when you play this game. Like this game actually inspired me to go out in the woods. You know. That's how much of an impact this game has. Now, story-wise, this game was absolutely incredible. Some of the best writing I've seen from a Sony first-party studio. It was very, like, impactful, the story itself. Like, when you start the prologue in this game, it was very impactful. And the story was so intriguing. And, you know, playing as this main guy called Jin Sakai, and you know, he goes through a phase, right? He's all about the samurai code of honor, but when the Mongols come and they take over Tsushima and kill all the villagers and tame all the villages and steal all their resources, you know, I'm only giving you a brief synopsis of the game. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But, you know, he can't fight the samurai away from that point on, right? Because he's outnumbered, his people have been killed, so now this is where he becomes the ghost.
Yeah.
And that's the part of the game that you're gonna love. And it kind of reminds me of, you know the stealth mechanics and everything. It will remind everyone of Tenchu. If you've ever played a game called Tenchu on PS1, it'll kind of remind you of that.
Gotcha.
The combat is nothing like Sekiro, because some people were thinking, you know, it's like Neo or Sekiro. This is completely different. You know,
I don't understand the comparison because Neo and Sekiro are way different. Like, this is way closer to Neo than Sekiro. But even then, it's different.
But you know what though, what I like the fact is that basically, you know, Sucker Punch is stepping it up.
it's my personal game of the year. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's my personal game of the year. In my opinion, it's better than The Last of Us. In my opinion, as an overall package, I'm talking about an overall package. I ain't talking about, you know, gameplay, visuals, or anything like that. I'm not talking about just one particular thing. I'm talking about the overall package. You know, you definitely get a bang for your buck. You know, you get at least guaranteed 35 hours of gameplay through the story. And it all depends, because if you're doing photo mode and taking beautiful pictures, that takes a bit much of your time as well, right? So yeah, you're gonna if you're actually also trying to appreciate the scenery and take beautiful pictures, it may take you up to 35 hours. Because man, a lot of my hours did go on photo mode, and if you go on my Twitter, I've been taking nothing but amazing shots of this game in all the beautiful exotic locations in Tsushima Island. So you get at least 35 hours, but there's also post-game content. So if you didn't collect everything, if you didn't do all the Mystic and the Tales of Tsushima side quests, you know, there's all of that. And you know, all the side quests in this game, they're very meaningful. They're not like unnecessary fetch quests or padded quests like you see in a Ubisoft game. This is story arcs of, you know, your AI companions in the game. Like, they all get their own story arc, and it's really cool to see.
Okay. So like, okay, so let me ask you guys both. If you guys were to rate the game, how would you guys rate it? 10 out of 10, or what would you guys rate it?
Well, I reviewed it on my site, and I'll give it a straight 10. It's a 10 out of 10, bro.
Okay, gotcha. Omar?
I will let him finish, then I will give my take.
Oh no, he finished. He said it was a 10 out of 10.
I'm done. I gave it a 10 out of 10, so it's you now.
Okay, first of all, I'm a huge anime fan. So, this is like match made in heaven for me. I freaking love it. I have two issues with it. Actually, three. First off, bears are very overrated in the game, in the sense of you can literally one-shot them if you know how. You don't need to be overpowered, you don't need to be anything. Just with one trick, you can literally one-shot a bear. That takes all the suspense and disbelief away from the game. Second, it's very video gamey in the sense of it's a little bit unpolished, but it's okay because this is the fundamental, in the sense of this. I view this as Uncharted 1. Uncharted 2, which is Ghost of Tsushima 2, is going to be way better, and I can't wait for that. Since you already touched on about the scenery and other stuff, I will touch on about other stuff. Like, for example, loading. Loading in this game is so fast, it takes you between 3 seconds and 5 seconds, and I'm not joking. Like, they found a way to make loading super duper fast. It's unbelievable. Also, the game, despite the game being huge, it's only like 30 gigabytes or something. Or 50, I forgot. Which is nothing compared to many other games. Like, for example, Final Fantasy VII Remake is like 100 gigabytes.
Hey, what are you doing?
And this game is, I can almost say twice as large as Final Fantasy VII. remake.
Since you mentioned load times, I do want to say something. Yeah, I do
But-
agree. It's the the load times in this game is like the fastest I've ever seen in an open world game. But you would have thought, like, people could mistaken this game as a PS5 game with an SSD in there. That's how
Yeah.
fast this game loads.
So I saw The Last of Us 2 loaded fast, but this is faster than The Last of Us 2. And I'm talking about when you die and then you load a game in The Last of Us 2. When you first even so, this game, when you start the game and you wanna load, you wanna it load between 10 seconds, I think. And then after that, every time you wanna load, it loads between 3 to 5 seconds. So super fast. Also, saving is super duper fast.
Okay.
It kinda reminds me of
Go find the courthouse.
Days Gone
Might be
auto-save system, where you can stand next to your bike, hold triangle and you can save. It kinda reminds me like that. It's that fast, but you just need to do it manually. My thing with Ghost of Tsushima
It's weird being in a
is
QZ and not hearing trucks.
they set a whole different bar when it comes
My
to
sister always
storytelling,
avoided QZs.
when it comes to character, believable character you actually care about,
She'd sometimes wake up screaming. in
and
the
that
middle of the night.
of the span of one game.
We always had a
And
backpack so we could
the
bail if
side
something
quest.
happened.
All the side quests are so amazing. And every single side quest you're like,
It's nice to have a place
oh
we call
wow,
home, right?
I never
Yeah.
saw this coming.
Hey, I think I found the
I
courthouse.
was at the last place and I did one side quest
That says
where I
courthouse.
was like, okay, how they going to surprise me? And in the end, it was a surprise. I will say this two things. It's a bit easy, so you're better off playing it on hard or lethal difficulty if you're up to for the challenge. And one last thing is, my thing with Ghost of Tsushima is,
Wasn't Joel
um,
coffee?
how shall I say this?
He'd trade half his stuff for a
It's,
bag of beans.
I actually forgot my damn point. I legit forgot my damn point about it. Damn it. But yeah, it's an amazing game. Buy it.
It's all
You're
good.
not going to be disappointed in the slightest.
Because, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, the gameplay is so satisfying in this game. Like,
Oh yeah.
it has gameplay variety. Like, even when you're riding
I
a
was-
horse and you're just traveling through the terrain, it's absolutely incredible. You know, the vistas, you know, the draw distance, the debris. Like, you see details of like the cherry blossoms on the tree, and you know, like I mentioned before, the foliage, the grass. I've never seen anything like this in any other AAA game. It puts so many games to shame, especially open world games.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, people
it
people may
definitely
say
does.
that, you know, it takes a little bit of inspiration from Assassin's Creed, which it probably does a little bit from The Witcher, but it does it right. It perfects it. You know, and I don't know if Ubisoft are ever gonna make a Assassin's Creed game in feudal Japan. I hope they do, since you know, it's already been proven that if they make a game based on feudal Japan, and if you do it right, it can be successful. And I'm very happy to see that Sony have actually, you know, been doing well with this game, and it's been selling, being the #1 game in the UK for 3 weeks in a row. It may even be 4 weeks. We may find out tomorrow.
Yeah,
Bro,
definitely.
like, this is
I
their
am
most
so
successful
glad.
new IP.
I am so glad Sony allowed Sucker Punch to do this, because they could have easily said no, stick to Infamous, and
Infamous.
I love Infamous, but I'm so glad they created that, because they can actually make a second game out of it.
Something?
The Mongol invasion The first invasion was around 30,000 people. And the second invasion, after a few years, they came with 100,000 people. So, historically wise, they can actually make a second game out of it. Let that sink in.
Absolutely.
And I would play it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, definitely.
And, one thing, they really did their homework. Like, how the culture of the pseudo-Japan was, how the voice acting is superb. It put lots and lots of Japanese game to shame in sense of voice acting. They are believable. I never once thought, oh yeah, no, these are characters being played by actors. No, I legit felt for people in this game. They made me actually care. They made me want to put my controller down and not finish a boss fight. You know what I'm talking about. If you Ninja Final Fight is amazing, right?
Oh yeah, that final boss fight. I don't want to enter spoiler territory.
Yeah, no, I will not say anything.
From all the way from beginning to end, it was absolutely like incredible and probably one of the most intriguing games out there. And you know, you wouldn't even believe this is from a Western developer. You know, it's just.
Oh yeah.
I'm just absolutely shocked. You know, it's from a Western developer.
So basically,
you would have thought that this is a high budget Square Enix game. You know, that's what you would have thought, that, you know, it would have been a game made by Capcom or something. That's what people would have thought. But
so basically, what you're trying to say is like they did their homework.
Oh yeah, they done all their research. They went out to Tsushima Island, right?
Yeah.
Took pictures.
And they spoke to the locals. And they
spoke to the locals. They spoke to samurais that are still out there.
And they actually go ahead.
No, but if you bought the deluxe edition of the game, they got like a developer documentary where they explain what they did during the development of the game, and you have Shuhei Yoshida in that documentary as well. It's like a mini interview as well. It's really cool. Nate Fox is the guy who directed the game. A lot of it is you know, surrounding him, and you know, he tells you the process, what he went through during the development of the game.
Okay, so what I want to say is this. They actually wanted to make Jin Sakai a famous figure that existed during that era, but because they felt that would be disrespectful, they opted to create their own character. But you wouldn't even know that because they made Jin Sakai such a believable character that you would actually believe that he existed in the real world.
Yeah, Jin Sakai is a very believable character, and I believe that, you know, he's another PlayStation protagonist, you know?
Yeah,
if they made PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2, Jin would be my main.
Alright, you know what? Alright, let's switch up the topic.
Yeah, I know.
Omar, you want to talk about this Halo?
I would rate it a 9 out of 10.
Gotcha, that's a good score. Okay, so next topic, you want to talk about this, Omar? Halo Infinite?
Yeah. So, according to more than one rumor, and this one comes from a credible coder, you can always take it with a grain of salt. That's up to you as a person. I actually should always say do your own research. Don't believe us. We're just giving you the information. Do your own research. Google, YouTube, they all existed. They all exist. So multiple sources have now confirmed that 343 was working on two designs for Halo Infinite. One was supposed to be for current gen, and the other was supposed to be for next gen. We're going to take full advantage of next gen hardware for Xbox. However, it seems they have underestimated how hard that is to do. And because of that, they have opted to go a different route. And that different route is, well, we can clearly see the game is unfinished, yet they want to push it towards the deadline. So in order to push it, they're going to make lots and lots of changes to it. So there is lots and lots of internal turmoil and disagreement about of this approach. People have quit because of it, and to be able to make this game launchable on the deadline, they are going to reduce what you can do in the game.
Yeah.
And like for example, wait, I'm looking for. No, because this is live, and I'm looking at it directly from the Twitter screenshot, because it is important. That was all the information that I can give you from the Twitter. This is now my own take on it. I believe this game should be delayed, and this shows how little Microsoft cares about their
consumers.
games. And here is why. Not only consumers, their own product. Like, can you imagine, do we have any record of PlayStation ever doing this? Showing a game in such state to the public? Like, imagine if God of War 2018, when first it was shown in such state that that Halo Infinite was shown.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if The Last of Us 2 was shown like that. And people wanna give they wanna make excuses in two ways. One, they say it's an older build. Dude, every Last of Us and God of War, they were an older build. Yet both of them shit on the Halo Infinite build. It's not even funny. And the second one is COVID. Like, I had no idea that Microsoft, the only one, was suffering from COVID. Last time I remember, it was PlayStation that opted not to go to a gaming event, not E3, before E3. And people were saying that PlayStation was scared. All what PlayStation was doing was protecting their developers from COVID. And we've seen what the PlayStation 5 can do. We've seen games run on the PlayStation 5 dev kit.
Yeah.
However, Xbox games, they have all been running on a freaking PC.
On a PC,
Not even an Xbox Series X dev kit.
You know what?
It makes you wonder why.
Hold on. You know, that wasn't even going to be one of the topics, but to be honest with you, that's one of the things that concerns me the most about Xbox, because they're running it on PC, and you know, I'm not sure. Are they comfortable with their hardware, or What is it? I don't understand
Either
because
they are not, or they are having very hard time to optimize for it and develop for it, which is why you see. Remember, the rumor was that PlayStation is very easy to develop for, so maybe that's why you got games running on the PlayStation dev kit.
ah shit.
Because people wanna make people wanna say, yeah, it's COVID, but PlayStation is in the same boat. And how come they can do it right and Microsoft keep shooting themselves in the foot? I wonder why.
Yeah, it's just very suspicious because for me, I mean, we've seen the games running on the games that were coming out on PlayStation 5, like they were running on what's it called, on the actual PS5 instead of like actually having running on PC. So that's the only concern that I have. I don't know what
A question: do we know for sure it was running on PlayStation 5, or does it run on the PlayStation 5 dev kit? Because I forgot. Because Jim Ryan actually said that.
Go ahead.
Jim Ryan actually said that PlayStation, all these games were running on PlayStation 5, right?
Yeah.
So it shows you the difference of not power, but more like organization and professionalism.
But the thing is what it is that when I think about it, it's like you're trying to get your hardware to sell out. So why not use your actual console to actually display what it can actually do instead of using a PC rather than your actual console? That's the only thing that bugs me out. I don't understand because you've seen what they did with Unreal Engine 5 and they were using the PS5. I can accept that. You know what I mean? But it to me personally, it's unacceptable when a company can't use their own console to display their showcase of games that they're coming out. I don't know, Ray. What do you think about that?
What are we talking about? Are you talking about games running on PC?
Yeah, no, yeah. Basically, what I was saying is that I find it unacceptable that games are running on what's it called, on PC for the Xbox Showcase, but a PS5 actually can display their games and stuff like that. Is there something to worry about? I mean, do we have to worry about something because it makes no sense to display. I mean, this is your showcase for your Xbox, and you're doing it on PC. I mean,
well, we all know Ubisoft, of all companies, they're very notorious for something like this, right? They show you the most amazing looking game, but it turns out it's on the PC. It's never running on console hardware. They're notorious for this. As far as the Xbox goes, you saw the footage of Halo Infinite. You saw the gameplay. It was okay, like gameplay wise. It looked like it can be fun. You could have a good time with it. But visually,
gameplay wise, it looked like a mini Destiny.
Yeah, whether that's a compliment or an insult, I don't know. But my thing is, I think the gameplay looked good in terms of what you're doing in that world. My only gripe is the visuals. It looked more like a current gen game than a next gen game. And as far as it running on PC, that's even worse, because if you're running something on PC, you would have expected the game to look even better, right? Better than console.
Right.
So yeah, it is a little bit worrying that it looks this bad even on a PC. I could only imagine what it can look like on the console, on the Xbox Series X. I hope it looks good. I hope.
Remember,
let me finish. What I was gonna say. So, if they bring this game out by the launch of the Xbox Series X and it's in the same state, then that ain't gonna be a good look. So if I were 343 or if I was Phil Spencer, I would delay the game personally, just to get the visuals up to snuff, right? Just to, you know, tweak the visuals and make it look better, like better lighting. Even the trees in that whole demo, the trees weren't even moving.
Yeah, because you want
You
to
didn't
get a
have
better
dynamic
impression.
foliage. Yeah,
But
you didn't
let
have
me
no
ask you
dynamic.
this.
No, here's the thing: you have a game like Ghost of Tsushima
Give me one
that
second.
has dynamic foliage. Trees move, and that's a current gen game. While Halo Infinite is meant to be a next gen experience, and it's not even up to par with a game from this gen, like The Last of Us or something. This is meant to be their big flagship game, so
But they
need
don't
to get
care.
it right.
If they care, they would have never showcased it like this.
Well, they had to show something, because if they didn't, they would have been annihilated. And that's the truth. They had to show. The thing with Xbox is that they had more to prove than Sony. Sony don't really have that much to prove. They've had an incredible generation with so many amazing first-party exclusives, right? They ended this year. They ended the generation with Ghost of Tsushima. And we had so many amazing JRPGs with a variety of games this generation from PlayStation. While Xbox, they had a really bad, rough patch over the last, let's just say, 3 to 4 years. There were points where they were completely dry, and whatever they did release, it's just the same old, right? Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. If Halo took a break, then I guess it's just Gears and Forza. Gears and Forza. With a few little indies here and there. Like, I think the only thing I could say positive about Xbox One this generation is they had some cool games like Sunset Overdrive. They had some cool games like Ori and the Blind Forest and Cuphead, which I'm playing now on PlayStation. But other than that, it's been pretty much a lackluster generation. Now, with Halo Infinite, this is where they're meant to start on a clean slate. This is a new generation. You only have one chance to make a first impression. And if you end up showing something that looks like a current gen game, and then you have people that, you know, post memes about this game, then you're putting that game under the negative light. You know? They're trying to put that negative into a positive, that everyone's embracing Craig this, Craig that. But the truth is, Craig is meant to be an insult to the game. That, hey, these visuals look horrible. Craig's character model, the Brute looks freaking like a... apparently I saw a screenshot of a 360 version of the Brute, and he looked a lot more detailed.
Yeah,
So this is where you know that... This is where you know that they need to get the shit right. Have the grass move, have the trees move, you know, fix the lighting, have ray tracing in there. You're saying that you're going to patch it, but you should have had that demo with ray tracing with it. Now, you can't be using COVID as an excuse. You can't be using COVID all the time as an excuse. Sony brought out a quality game under the same conditions.
Killzone Shadowfall looks better than this.
Ghost looks better, and that's current gen.
No. Put Ghost aside. I'm literally talking about a game that came out at the beginning of the generation. I would even say Sucker Punch, Infamous Second Son look better than this.
Hey, I'll even go one further. I would say Killzone Shadowfall look better than Halo Infinite.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Visually, it did look great. I'm not gonna lie. Killzone did look visually great.
No, but they wanna say that.
But the thing is,
yeah,
I don't want to be that guy that is dumping on them. I'll give them the benefit of a doubt. It was just the first showing. You know, they still got 4 months left until launch.
Yeah.
Maybe they can fix it. I'm saying a maybe. I'm highly doubtful about it, but there's a possibility. There's still a small possibility that they can fix it and get it right.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
will put it on Game
It'll
Pass
take a lot of
and-
work. It'll take a lot of work. It'll probably be like 70 hours a week worth of work. But, you know, we're talking crunch hours here, bro. It
the
may
same
take a
crunch
while.
hours that Naughty Dog got destroyed for it, remember?
Yeah, but like I said, there's only two things they can do. Go full crunch mode with this game, crunch hours and make it right, or delay the game. One or the other.
But
Yeah.
do you expect, this is my expectation. I literally expect them to release this unfinished and finish it over a period of a year or two. A la Sea of
I wouldn't
Thieves,
say,
State
I
of
wouldn't
Decay.
go, I wouldn't go that far. I would say, look, release it in spring 2021, right? That would be like a good time to release it. It's tax season during that time, right? March, April and everything. That's tax season. You know, people are getting their freaking tax returns and they're gonna go out and buy it. You know, it doesn't always have to be fall, you know, a holiday season. It doesn't have to be holiday season. Yeah, people spend their money during the holiday season, but gamers spend their money all year round. Look, Final Fantasy VII Remake sold 5 million. Right?
On one platform.
You had Horizon Zero Dawn released, I believe Horizon Zero Dawn released, I believe it was March. Look how well that game did for Sony. So it doesn't always have to be the holiday season. It could be March, it could be springtime. And a game can do well.
Yeah, definitely.
Sony
It doesn't matter
destroyed
what
that whole...
season.
Because you know what? It was a myth. It was always a myth about, you know, big AAA games must release during the holiday season. Sony broke that myth, right? And they proved to everyone that if you have a quality game and you have confidence in the product, it can do well no matter what time of the year you release it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
And that's all I have
definitely.
to say about that. I'll give him the benefit of a doubt, but my strong advice would be just delay it for a few more months, and you'll be alright.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, so next topic is let's switch it up. Oh, I don't know if you want to add to that, Omar.
You know, he said it all, but unlike him, I'm not that hopeful because they are now making excuses. And when you go the excuses route, you know for sure that they're trying to damage control just like the plague. So I don't trust them.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't trust them to make this right day one. I truly believe they're going to release it unfinished because it's on Game Pass. The excuse will be it's on Game Pass.
All right. Yeah. Well, well, that makes sense.
That is.
Well, hopefully, but you know, like what
Let's find that
Ray
gas.
was saying,
Yeah.
you know, it makes sense that they should push it back, because if not, it's always about quality over quantity,
Sit
know.
down, look at evidence.
So
Absolutely.
But they are not going to do so. That's the problem.
Just give me 5 minutes of my night.
that's the only thing I'm afraid of, to be honest with you, if that does come into fruition. Okay, let's switch up the topic. Do you want to talk about this? Sony is pro-consumer and not anti-consumer. Obviously, AA batteries, and Spider-Man is another topic that comes with it as well. Is Spider-Man anti? I mean, is it anti-consumer that Spider-Man is on the Avengers game for PlayStation and not on any other platform? Because at the end of the day, when I really think about it, if you were a company, you want to sell your product, right? I mean, that's inevitable. You have to want to sell your product. So it was a smart business decision coming from PlayStation. So like a lot of people were screaming out and trying to do these what do they call them again when people were pissed off and they do these vote things and stuff like
Petitions.
that? Petitions, yeah. When they do these petitions and stuff like that, I mean, Sony is not wrong for doing that. I mean, the only people that get pissed off is because they don't have that platform. And is it really anti-consumer? I don't believe so. Like I said, from a business standpoint, you want to sell your product. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Is Sony pro-consumer or anti-consumer?
Go ahead, Ray. I will go last.
I believe they're pro-consumer to their fan base because you're giving your fan base an incentive in buying the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, right? It's an incentive that, hey, if you buy our version of the game, you're going to get Spider-Man. Spider-Man is attached to Sony. They own the filming rights, and I believe they also have the gaming rights through Disney, where they made a deal where they could lend Spidey to the MCU, and then obviously in return they get to have the license for Spider-Man in video game form. So that's why we have Spider-Man PS4 2018, and we have Miles Morales coming, later this year during the holiday season. So we already have 2 Spider-Man games exclusive, and it only makes sense that, hey, there's an Avengers game coming. This ain't gonna be Insomniac's take on Spider-Man. That's a completely separate thing. This is Crystal Dynamics' take on the web-slinging hero, right? So it'll be their take. It'll be completely original, and it'll be on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. And, it's gonna be post-game content. It'll make the game, the Avengers game, feel completely different. It'll make it feel like a completely different game. If you're slinging across buildings with Spider-Man, you'll feel like that, hey, this is another Spider-Man game, right? Instead of the Avengers. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I don't believe Sony are anti-consumer. Going back to the main point, I don't think they're anti-consumer. And whoever's saying that, obviously they're bitter about it, right? They're bitter about it because they don't have the platform. They're either PC gamers or Xbox gamers. This game is also coming to Stadia, by the way, so they're either Stadia gamers who are really bitter and salty about it, that, hey, they're not going to get to play as Spider-Man. But if you want to play as Spidey, then you get a PlayStation. If you don't, then you're just stuck with the baseline Avengers. Now, the PlayStation 4 version of the game will feel more complete because Spider-Man is part of the Avengers. And, PlayStation gamers are also getting other perks when they buy Marvel's The Avengers. They're also getting, like, community challenges, cosmetics, and all these other things on top. So it's not just Spider-Man.
They're
You're also
getting early
getting
legendaries.
early legendaries, and not only that, we got early beta access as well. We're playing it a week before them.
Yeah.
I hope that, there's talks that this game is going to be cross-play. I've been hearing it all around social media that they might make this game cross-play. Now, if they do, that would be great. I could play
think it's
Spider-Man.
already confirmed to be cross-play.
Yeah, so I could play as Spider-Man and Xbox guys can see me as Spider-Man. That would be pretty cool, right? I don't mean to rub it in or anything, but I wanted to see the greatness.
The greatness, yeah, exactly. That's how.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. Omar, what do you think about that? Well, I don't know if you want to add more to that, Ray.
No, not really. I just all I'm gonna say is that I don't think it's anti-consumer. Whoever's saying that is full of shit. That's all I'm saying.
I get you. Yeah, I get you. So, Omar, what do you think about that?
Okay, so
By the way, I think it's such a stupid card to throw out there, anti-consumer.
Exactly.
It's the most cringiest thing to say. They're saying the same thing about PS5 controllers, right? Oh, PS4 controllers are not going to work on PS5 games. It's like, duh. PS5 games are going to take advantage of the DualSense, of the haptic feedback, of all these other features with the controller. How could you do that with PS4? The DualShock 4 doesn't have these features. But yet, they want to go around saying anti-consumer. Like, get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. You know me, man. You probably seen me a couple times and stuff like that. I hate it when people throw out that word.
It's not just Xbox dudes. It's PC dudes or anyone that doesn't have a PlayStation. They want to throw that card about anti-consumerism. And not only that, forget Nintendo guys for a second. It's mainly PC and Xbox guys that like to say exclusives are anti-consumer. Like exclusive games in general. They only say that with Sony games, but they never say that with Nintendo. Nintendo never released their games on other platforms. You may get like a spin-off Pokemon game on the iPhone, but we're talking about the mainline games. Like, you will never get a mainline Mario game on a phone or any other platform.
Yeah, like the what is it
You
called?
may
Mario
get them
Jump or something
emulated
like
on a
that.
PC. Now, people could emulate that on a PC, but we're talking about legit, right? We're talking about a legit release by Nintendo. Nintendo don't release their game on PC. They believe in exclusives, and I feel like Sony should believe in it too.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with that. All right, Omar.
Is there one topic? Are you okay with me bringing up this one topic?
Go ahead. What is
about
it?
Horizon Zero Dawn. About Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Apparently, that game is being cracked on PC.
Yeah.
Right?
Hold on. Before we get into that, let Omar go first, and then we'll talk about that after.
No,
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Go when I finish. Okay. First of all, as a PlayStation gamer, I'm happy with what Sony is doing because they're giving me back for my money. Also, no one is forcing them not to buy a PlayStation. That's on them. If you have the money to buy a PC, then you have the money to buy a PlayStation. If you bought the Xbox Series S and then bought an X and you're going to buy Series X, then you have the money to buy a PlayStation. It is an investment. Welcome to life. Welcome to gaming. Gaming was never cheap. Gaming is also not entitled to. You want to play games? Pay up. And that's how it is.
Up.
And it's like, you should have known that PlayStation is going to do that. Also, this is not PlayStation only. Microsoft already tried to do that, but they opted not to pay the developers the amount of money that they were asking for it, because either they are too cheap or they wanna still buy studios. So then that's on them. If Batman was an Xbox exclusive, you're not going to see me say, oh, that's anti-consumer. The same way how Yakuza 7 is on Series X only and not on PlayStation 5. Timed exclusivity. It doesn't make sense because it's already on PlayStation 4 in Japan, and it's also going to be released at the same time on PlayStation 4 but not on the PlayStation 5. Super weird timed exclusivity, but no problem.
I'm sure it'll be backwards compatible, right? I'm sure it's going to be backwards compatible.
Yeah,
Yakuza 7.
True. But still, it's like they wanna always hate on Sony. And the same thing with the Play controller. Like PS5, like PS4, PS5 controller.
Yeah,
Hello, you're going to have more hours on it. You're going to have the haptic feedback. You're going to have more features on it. Why the heck would you want to play with your PlayStation 4 controller? Like, if you wanna try to touch shit for cloud, at least be smart about it and make something that is valid. Like, people are too stupid and they just wanna start shit for cloud.
One question I have, I don't know if you guys have the answer to this, is...
Go ahead.
Alright, we understand, we get that PlayStation 4 games are going to work with the DualShock 4 via backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 5. But my main question is, does the DualSense work on PlayStation 4 games through backwards compatibility?
No. Because, oh, that's a good question.
That question wasn't even no one asked that question and no one answered. So I'm kind of curious.
It will.
We're gonna be okay. I know.
It's kind of like with the PS4 PS4 can actually work with the PS3, but you're right. Do we actually know if the DualSense can actually work with the PS4, just in case?
No, PS4 games on the PS5.
Yeah.
I believe it does. Because you're actually going from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4, you go from PlayStation 4 to 5. So you're upgrading, and also if you play PlayStation 4 games on your controller via DualSense, it means you're downscaling, so it should work. But I'm not 100% sure in the sense of it's confirmed. But it should work.
Okay.
I mean, me personally, I'm a little uncertain, just like Omar. But you know, I mean, maybe there could be updates that could probably fix that.
Haven't found any of them yet.
Who knows? Who knows? To be honest with you. You guys want to cover the last topic? Oh no, actually, you know what? No, hold on. You were talking about Horizon, right? You wanted to cover that topic with how it's already cracked and stuff?
Yeah, I was mentioning that. Yeah, so going back to that, Horizon Zero Dawn on PC didn't really get a great response from people because it has its issues on PC with frame rate. Even with a RTX 2080 Ti, is having issues. But the main problem, that's not even like the main issue. The main issue is that it's already been cracked. So forget Steam and forget DRM on Steam or DRM on the Epic Store. Someone's cracked it, and you could download it from a torrent site and install it on your PC and boot it as an individual thing, right? And you could just start playing with whatever controller the entire game from start to finish. And I believe, you know, this should be a warning to Sony. Now I want this to be a warning that, hey, you know,
Don't you
I want you to think twice. I don't know if they would have known. They probably would have thought that no one's gonna crack it, but someone cracked it.
Way.
You know, within a day. Within a day, it's already been cracked. Within a day. Sometimes it takes a long time to crack something.
Why do you think they thought they would not be able to crack it?
No, I didn't say that they will completely not do it. Sometimes it takes a while for people to come up with a cracked version. But the fact that it came out within the first day, that is becoming an issue. Now it's affecting sales on Steam, right?
Yeah,
it was a top seller on Steam.
You know, it's funny you bring that up because
let me finish what I'm saying. So the fact that it was a top-selling game, it could be even selling more if it wasn't cracked. But the fact that it's been cracked, it's gonna hurt Gorilla's pockets. It's gonna hurt Sony's pockets now, right? In terms of sales.
I'm actually happy about
you
that.
know, I want him to rethink that situation now. Like, do you really want to bring games like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man on PC? Like, do you want to bring your entire first-party portfolio on PC when you know that this is the sort of stuff that happens when it comes to PC gaming?
You know,
people are going to crack it, people are going to pirate your games, and no one's going to pay.
You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. Sorry, Omar, I don't mean to cut you off, but you know what? You know, he brings a valid point and stuff like that, and it's something that I was thinking about for, you know, actually quite some time. It's like how much, you know, gamers. I'm not speaking for all PC gamers. I'm just referring to some of them. But one of my great friends, man, he's a PS3 gamer. He showed me a website where they literally have all the damn games, like literally cracked, and you can get them for free. And the thing is, you know, does Sony want to go that route where they want to actually put their games on PC? Because I've seen things where, man, you know, they're making naked characters and stuff like that, and that's, you know, that's their, you know, like for instance, like Horizon Zero Dawn, you know, that's their franchise character, like, you know, with all these
mods.
Yeah, but with their mods and stuff like that, it's like, do they want to see their franchise character like that? And man, these
it won't be long. It won't be long until they're gonna come up with a mod where Aloy is fully naked.
Yeah,
they're gonna come up with a mod.
Yeah.
They already did one in Resident. They already did one for Resident Evil where Claire's fully naked. Jill Valentine. I've seen these mods already. I'm like people post that shit on Twitter, and I could see them do it with Aloy as well.
And to be honest with you, I have a lot of friends that they do game on PC, and they were like, "Yo, I don't have to buy a game in my life. You know, I just get the cracked version of it, and it sucks. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure what Sony is thinking about putting their games on PC. But oh, go ahead, Omar. Go ahead, Omar.
I'm actually glad that they cracked it. You know why?
Why? What's up?
So they remain exclusive in the future.
No, because I want Sony to be hurt by it, in the terms of sales wise. So they rethink this whole narrative of putting other games on PC. Because all you're doing is you're alienating your fan base, because when they're putting their games on PC, their fan base that supported you from day one, they're not getting anything in return. Like, I have no issue with trade. If you would told me I can trade Persona 5 for Astral Chain, I would do that in a heartbeat, because I'm actually getting something in return. But when you put Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, and as a PlayStation owner you get nothing, yeah, no, that's not, that does not suit well for me. You may say that's anti-consumer, then everyone should play a game. Excuse me, if you have the money to buy a PlayStation, to buy a PC, you have money to buy a PlayStation 4. Sit down. So there is that. Anyone here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ivan. He is gone. Yeah,
I don't know. Did he get disconnected or something?
Sorry, my microphone died. I had to plug it back in. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh man. All right. So, do you guys want to cover?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said. It's just that my microphone died and I had to plug it in. I had to get a what's it called, a different cord. The last topic, if you guys want to fucking go by it, is state of play. They, you know, obviously Sony ended up saying, you know, not to expect any PS5 exclusives, and there's a lot of people that are actually, I don't know, they're giving it a show that 3 out of 10 and stuff like that because they were expecting something more when Sony actually, you know, came out and said that, you know, don't expect anything big. Was the show fair?
It was, I will go first. It was fair, however I was very disappointed with Godfall. Godfall is not the game that I wanted it to be. And for the sole reason it looks on rails. Like, unlike GoT of Tsushima where you can actually walk, in Godfall it almost seems like you can only glide almost and not walk. And also the enemies were literally standing and doing nothing and waiting for you to attack them. So I'm going to say the same thing I said about Halo Infinite. If this was unfinished, then don't show it.
I mean, it looked good to me when I first saw it. I thought it was pretty good.
I'm not talking about visuals. Visuals, it looked great. I'm talking about gameplay. I'm talking about being repetitive. I'm talking about enemies not attacking you. I'm talking about bosses that were underwhelming.
Gotcha. I get what you're saying.
I'm talking about.
I get what you're saying. Well, you know, they did have other games like, you know, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
what is it, Hitman 3.
Amazing. Crash looks amazing.
There was Braid Anniversary Edition. What was it? Pathless. Spelunky 2. Spelunky 2 I played on the Vita. Where Aeon Must Die. Spelunky. Let's see.
I'm not into Spelunky, but Pathless, I'm super going to buy that game.
Gotcha. There's
Yeah, Pathless looks absolutely like beautiful. It kind of reminded me of Nier Automata, like the gameplay mechanics. You know how she's, you know, the main character, the way she's gliding with the phoenix, the bird.
Oh yeah,
Like from,
I got you.
from one place to the other, it kind of reminded me of Nier Automata. And the combat looked fun, you know, and the platforming and everything in that game, the art style is very unique looking. This game.
Wait, hold on. You're referring to Pathless, right?
Yeah, I'm referring to
Okay.
Pathless, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so the art style was really, really unique. I appreciate art. If there's anything about me I appreciate, it's definitely art. And, you know, Crash Bandicoot, you know, it's about time. Looks absolutely beautiful, very vibrant. It looked lush, and it looks fun. You know, the platforming in this game. You know, Crash at the end of the day, like the Insane trilogy, how amazing that was. And this is a continuation of the original Naughty Dog trilogy. You know, the true sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. So, yeah, that's something I'm really happy for.
What I like about the new Crash is how they're giving you that extra, you know, when you finish the game. Not sure if you finish the game, but how you can change the level, how you play it mirrored, and you play it with challenges and stuff. I love that.
You have a code for this?
It means that the game is made for gamers like us that want challenges.
Absolutely.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw all of that. But you know, one thing I appreciate about State of Play is that, you know, you saw gameplay. I enjoyed the show for what it was. Sony lowered my expectations coming in, right? So I didn't really expect any bombshell announcements, right? But we got a few cool ones where we saw gameplay, deep dive, you know, with developers and everything talking about the game. Or I believe whoever that narrator was at State of Play, like, was talking about the game, right? And that new Robin Hood game looked really cool too, from Sumo Digital Newcastle. Now Sumo Digital have quite a few studios, and one of their studios, I believe, is the one in Sheffield or Nottingham. They're making Sackboy's Adventures for the PlayStation 5. So they're a pretty busy developer.
There is a rumor of PlayStation have bought Sumo Digital. Do you have any idea about that?
Sumo Digital.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to comment on a rumor. You know, if it happened, then bro, that would be absolutely amazing. You know, Sumo Digital have made great games. You know, one of my favorites is obviously the Sonic All-Star Racing franchise. I really enjoyed that. And I enjoy some of the racing stuff that they've made in the past. So they're pretty, like, profound, you know, respected developer, you know, in the UK. So if Sony acquired them, then great. I think Sumo Digital would make an amazing Wipeout game. I really believe that.
Wipeout, yeah, it's a good game.
If there's any developer that should actually make a new Wipeout game, I believe it should be Sumo Digital. Because they're like, you know, the kings of freaking racers, you know? Like, they make amazing racing games in the past.
Seems we can get in that way.
They actually developed Forza Horizon for the 360.
And they make Crackdown.
They also, yeah, well, that, I don't want to talk about the bad ones. but yeah, they also made Little Big Planet 3. That wasn't Media Molecule, that was them that made Little Big Planet 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. Media Molecule didn't make Little Big Planet 3. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was Sumo Digital. So if Sony acquired them, then that would be a great acquisition to make.
Yeah, definitely. Them and Blue Points, you know, there's a lot, you know, the list goes on and on.
House Marquee, Blue Point, and Sumo Digital. Great acquisitions, man, to make.
Yeah, definitely, I completely agree.
But going back to the actual State of Play, like, my expectations were lowered. So, and, you know, I enjoyed it for what it was. I know there's gonna be another event like sometime in August relating to PS5, and I'll just wait for that. But this is mainly PSVR, PS4, and that was it. And then you got some cross-gen games in between. I was hoping that they would have shown like Kena, Bridge of Spirits. I was hoping to
Everyone
see
is
that.
hyped for Kena, including me.
Yeah, Kena.
Yeah, so
it looks good.
There were certain games. I was hoping that they would have shown like, or announced dates for, like Persona 5 Phantom Strikers, right? That Musou hack and slash Persona game that's due to come out for the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. So I thought maybe we might get a release date for that. I also thought maybe we'd get news on Babylon's Fall. I thought maybe we could get more news on Resident Evil 8 Village. Because they were talking about third parties. They were saying that this is third parties. But, you know, we got mainly Indian third parties. We didn't get Call of Duty. We didn't get no news on any Batman or anything like that. But I personally think that Xbox will probably have the Batman deal.
You think so?
Honest. I think so, yeah. If Sony has I don't know about exclusivity. They'll probably have the marketing deal for Batman.
I don't think so, because during the PlayStation 3 era, PlayStation had the marketing deal.
Yeah, but that's history. You're talking about history. You understand? I'm not talking about history. I'm talking about future. Look, Call of Duty has always been associated with Xbox. Now it's with PlayStation. Things change over time.
But you know what?
New deals are made in the industry. So yeah, I can see Xbox doing some kind of deal to counter Spider-Man with Warner Brothers. I can see them do that.
But to be honest with you, like when you really think about it, do you think it would sell well on that platform?
It's not about selling well. It's a marketing deal.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm not talking about exclusivity.
No, I get it.
If they want Batman as an exclusive for the Xbox One and Xbox Series X, do you know how much money they're gonna have to pay? They're gonna have to pony up big time. We're talking between like 500-600 million they might have to pay to get exclusivity for that game. Maybe even 750 million.
You know, honestly though, when I really think about it, I don't think that's a possibility. I don't think it would happen. If it does happen, though, it'll be a good thing to buy.
I would respect them for that. But then you're gonna see those guys that were screaming anti-consumer. They're gonna be praising this move, right?
Mm.
They were praising the idea of Microsoft buying Rocksteady, not Rocksteady. Rocksteady. Remember?
Yeah. But one thing's for sure, guys. I can't see them, buying the exclusive, but I can see them getting the marketing rights to it. They might even try to buy exclusive content for it.
Yeah.
They might even try that. I could see them do marketing and, exclusive DLC. Because PlayStation did that with Arkham Knight. Remember the Scarecrow, I think Scarecrow DLC? The DLC for Scarecrow, they had exclusivity for that.
I remember
and there was
that.
a few other things as well. I think Harley Quinn or whatever. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I believe during the PS3 era, I believe PlayStation also had like some kind of exclusive content. But that was back in the day. But like I said, partnerships and like marketing deals can always change hands. I remember at the beginning of this generation, Xbox had FIFA. They had Ultimate Team Legends as an exclusive for like I think 3-4 years. But now Sony have the marketing rights for FIFA. And it makes sense because, Sony are the official sponsors of the Champions League.
Yeah.
So for them to have, FIFA, it makes sense. And look, in Europe, PlayStation is the #1 selling console in Europe. And football is, more popular in Europe. So if you have two popular things together, that's a match made in heaven. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
definitely. Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Like
Yeah.
Xbox have Madden, and I get that because look, it's an American console, American brand, and then obviously Madden is, well, NFL is an American sport, right?
It's just
It makes
hard to know.
sense.
He can't be far off.
Yeah.
But Sony do have 2K, so that's one thing.
Yeah,
But
that's
FIFA
true.
is the biggest selling sports game. It's the biggest selling sports franchise like ever. Like NBA 2K ain't touching it. Madden ain't touching it either. Because look, Madden has more appeal in America, but like worldwide, Omar can attest to this as well. Like worldwide, it's all about soccer, which you guys call soccer, football.
Yeah, we call it football here. Oh, no, we call it soccer.
Yeah, I believe Mexicans actually, like in Mexico, back home in Mexico, I'm sure they call it football.
Well, they call it football americano, which is basically football. I mean, football American. And they call it and the other one is fuck, I forgot what it was called. But they call it football.
Yeah,
They don't call it soccer though.
yeah. Well, doesn't really matter. But you know, there's a few other games I want to mention on State of Play that I really thought was cool. Like I think they're bringing back that
what's
game.
your take on Romeo and Neo Must Die? That whole controversy. Do you think that game will ever come out?
It wasn't pretty.
Which game?
I don't want you to think
There
that.
are-
Ellie, if I had my sister's
The game that was shown with unique art style,
Which one?
very colorful. Let me give me 1 second. I am looking up the name.
The games that were shown were okay, Crash Bandicoot, Hitman 3, Braid Anniversary Edition, The Pathless, Spelunky 2, Aeon Must Die.
Aeon Must Die. Aeon Must Die.
Oh, Aeon Must
Here's
Die.
if it, see, here's another game, right? Like, do you know Braid, that 2D
Yeah.
side scroller, and
Give me-
then obviously Spelunky 2. I really feel like, and I think I mentioned this before, right?
Oh, give me guys.
I
Hey,
believe-
guys, give me 1 sec. 1 sec. I'll be right back, alright? But go ahead.
Yeah, I believe games like Braid and Spelunky 2 should be on the Vita, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, but
Like the
I'm
Vita-
talking about. I'm
The
talking
Vita will be
about.
able to run. The Vita will be able to run Splatoon and Braid easily. It's a very capable handheld.
But I'm talking about Aeon Must Die, the game. Did you hear about this controversy?
No.
Okay, so everyone that was working on the game quit or got fired, I think. So
Right.
this game is in limbo now. We don't know if it will ever come out. And this was one of my most anticipated games that I seen from play to play. So that's a bummer.
That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, it's super bullshit. But this is not on Sony, in the sense of Sony is to blame. It's just a mistake on Sony part for... It's not a mistake, it's just unlucky on Sony part for it to happen. But yeah, I really hope this game to come out, because this was a very creative game. Look very art-styly and very beautiful.
You know, there's a few games that are hidden in the dark at the moment. We don't know nothing about. We haven't heard any news on it. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I want to know
yeah.
when that's coming. From
I
Platinum
need
Games.
that game.
Babylon's Fall. I want to know what's happening with that. Square Enix and Platinum Games. I want to know about that game a little bit more. And Project Awakening. I want to know a little bit about that game. And Wild.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to Wild?
Wild either pushed back to PlayStation 5 or
Maybe.
it's cancelled. One of the two.
Well, then they should just say it's cancelled.
Because we
Because
have
you can't announce a game. Let's just say like a guy like me.
But look
saw
at the
Wild.
game like
Listen,
Deep Down.
listen. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let's just say a guy like me saw wild. 7-8 years ago when it was revealed, and I was like, this game looks so beautiful. I'm buying a PlayStation 4 for this game because it looks so amazing. And then we haven't heard nothing about this game 7 years on. You know, they can't keep that quiet. They have to, you know, be upfront about it and let everyone know. Is the game happening or is it cancelled? Like, you gotta let people know. There's people out there that may have bought systems for a particular game.
But remember, this happened with what's called
Deep Down.
Deep Down, but also a different game. One of my a game that I really like, The Last Guardian. Remember that one?
But at least Last Guardian ended up making it, you know, eventually.
Yeah. I believe it's cancelled, but we will see.
Okay, well, where's Ivan right now?
Oh, right here. I'm right here.
Yeah. Well, I think we should wrap it up right now.
Yeah, we should wrap it up real quick. Alright, okay, man.
Before, give us your take on state to play the game.
State of play?
Yeah.
You know, I already mentioned it before. You know, Sony pretty much ended up, you know, going out and saying that, you know, don't expect anything big, pretty much. That's pretty much what it was. And so, I didn't have my...
Did anything stand out for you?
The games that stand out for me was... I think it was Anna Must Die, Spelunky 2, because I play Spelunky 2 a lot. The Pathless, man, I'm not gonna lie. The Pathless...
No. Spelunky is part 2. You played part 1.
Oh, gotcha. No, I think the game that stand out for me the most was probably Pathless. I think, I love the art direction, the speed and everything. So, like, you know, that was one game that I definitely could, you know, see myself buying day one.
Me too. That and Neon Must Die, if that game ever come out.
Which one?
Because of it, Aeon Must Die.
Aeon Must Die, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. No, I was watching that. Go ahead.
Did you hear me talk about the controversy?
Yeah, I was hearing you talk about it, but I could barely hear it faint because I was in the washroom real quick. I had to use the washroom.
Okay, so the rumor, it's not a rumor, it's confirmed that everyone that was working on the game quit.
Oh yeah. I heard you say that.
Yeah, and the game is now in limbo. We don't know if the game will ever come out. So there's that.
Okay, so basically we're not even sure if this game's coming out or not.
Yeah, because everyone who was working on it quit. So there's literally now nobody working on it.
But is there a reason why they quit?
I read something about crunch and lies and manipulation. You know, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
We can make this next week topic. I can do more research on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. We could make it a fucking you know, different topic on next time. All right, but yeah, what's that game called? Jesus Christ. Hold on, give me one sec. Yeah, the Pathless. To me, that's a day one for me, honestly. And you know, like I said before, you know, Sony ended up saying pretty much that, you know, don't expect something big and stuff like that. And that's fine, you know what I mean? As long as they're coming out and being honest about it, that's a good thing.
I like that they prepared you beforehand.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. They're actually warning you. They're trying to prepare you, like my man just said. They're trying to prepare you in case you get overhyped and you expect too much. See, the other company, right? They overhyped their show, right? They try to make it as though they're gonna have the greatest show ever, and then obviously when you see it, you end up being disappointed. So they need to learn to set people's expectation to a certain level. If you know you're gonna have an amazing show, then yeah, go ahead, hype it up.
You know what?
If you know you're gonna be showing just nothing but CGs, and you're gonna have a lackluster show, and you're gonna have games that look current gen, then don't overhype your show. That's a tip I would give to anyone.
And you know, it's funny you bring that up because like some people give the Sony show like a small rating, but like not the state of play, but you know when they had the PS5 console review.
That state of play to me was a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's fine. But what I'm saying is that some people are comparing it to the Xbox show, not that in particular, but the one
that was a 5 out of 10.
But what I'm referring to is like the PS5 event, like reveal. You know,
that was a 10.
Dude, yeah, exactly. You know what, dude? Like we were just sitting there, we were watching the games. I don't care, man. Bucks and X is probably something I would buy. To be honest with you, I would actually check it out and get a chance to play it. But you know what?
I'll probably play it on PlayStation Plus. Yeah.
I mean, I'll definitely, like personally, Bucks and X. I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
I'm going to say one thing, and people are going to hate on me. I think Bugsnax looks more interesting than Halo Infinite and Godfall.
Now you're reaching, man. Now you're reaching. Come on, man.
No, man, dude. Honestly, Bugsnax does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you know.
Stop it, bro.
It's
like you're saying, bro. If you're saying Bugsnax looks better than Halo Infinite, bro, like I can't take that opinion seriously, man.
Well, I don't know, man.
I'll laugh it off like a joke, and that's it. I'll stay quiet.
Like I mean, personally, I don't care.
To those who are listening, I do not share the same opinion as these two folks who are saying
this motherfucker. No, it's not even about that. What it is that me personally, you know me for gamers a long time. You know that I don't care about graphics. You know what I mean, or resolution, or all that crap. For me, it's all about gameplay. If the gameplay is fun, then you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna give the game a chance. And you know what? I'm gonna give it a play. The only reason that I like the actual PS5 reveal event was because of the fact that at the end, we were waiting for the PS5 to, announce, because everybody was bitching about pretty much, wait, are we gonna see the PS5? Are we gonna see the PS5? We're gonna see the PS5. That dumb shit. And then when it finally showed up, you were like, man, what a show that was. And that was a great show, to be honest with you.
Even if they didn't show the console, I thought it was an amazing show. They showed the content. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And they had Horizon Zero Dawn and other games like that, and that's what it's about.
For me, it's about the games, right? The console was just a cherry on the top, right? That was the icing on the cake. But even without the console, it was still a 10 out of 10 show.
That's what I said.
I want to say one thing. I should have worded it differently. When I'm talking about, I'm not talking about graphics. That Bugsnax look better, not in the same. Bugsnax looks more
interesting,
complete and ready than Halo Infinite and Godfall. In that sense, in the sense of also, I think Bugsnax have lots of personality, and you should never judge a game or a book by its cover. One game I can think of about is Doki Doki High Club.
Oh,
Have you
Doki
ever
Doki.
played that game?
I have never got a chance to play, but I know what game you're talking about.
You really need to play that game. You'll understand my point. Have you played it, Ray?
You get the generator.
No.
I'll open the gate.
I have not played Doki Doki.
Doki Doki.
One written in blood? Yeah.
Yeah, I've not got a chance to play that.
It's worth it. So that's why don't sleep on these games. They can look kiddie and stuff like that, but they can also work.
Yeah, definitely, man, dude. Like, I like playing small titles all the time. And it's, my guy here too, Ray. he plays small titles all the time too. You know, so we cherish that.
Say we find shelter and we set up.
You know,
Yeah.
Maybe
I
someone
love
might
supporting
actually
small indie developers and stuff like that. So like that
Good idea.
it's fine with me. I don't have a problem with
Let's
it.
look for an open building.
I guess it just comes down to like personal preference and stuff like that. Who's button mashing right now? I mean button mashing. That's you, Ray, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not button mashing, bro.
You're definitely button matching.
I'm not. It's my analog stick that's clicking and making noise.
Okay, yeah, no, but your controller is making sound.
Yeah, I'm not button mashing, man.
No, I'm just messing
Button
with
mashing
you,
is
man. I know. I'm just
pressing one button.
I'm just messing with you, bro. Don't take it all serious and shit. No, yeah, we could just hear your controller. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We're just joking with you.
Yeah. Alright, man. Let's just wrap this up, alright?
Yeah,
Alright,
well,
okay.
fun.
Alright, okay, so, Omar, man, where can people find you?
People can find me on VGP every Monday, Stick Gaming podcast every Thursday, and on here every Sunday, I think.
Yeah, I'll try to do Sundays, or every other day, depending when the news comes out. I'll try to do my best. I know you have like a busy schedule, I think, so I'll try to invite you when I can. And go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, keep going. Where else? Twitter? Anywhere else? Or
You can find me at Skyrim_cap on Twitter. If you wanna be my friend on PSN, hit me up on Twitter. Lots of fun. See you next time.
Alright. What about you, my man? Man, Ray.
You can find me on Twitter at Remote Play Ninja. You can check out my site. I review games. I'll give the latest news and everything on the world of gaming. All platforms: PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch. I also, have a YouTube channel under the name Remote Play Ninja. I am trying to launch my new show. Just trying to get all the sounds and everything in order, right? So I could get Discord working on OBS. So as soon as I get all that all fixed, I'll start streaming again.
What is your new show?
PSN is Remote Play Ninja. So if you want to add me on PSN, if you want to trophy hunt, if you want to, if you want to boost on certain games, if you want to play fighters, I'm down. If you want to play games on PS Vita online, I'm also down.
Yeah, hey, by the way, before I end the stream, yeah, follow my guy's channel, Remote Play. He does really good reviews, and they're fantastic to read. He gives really good scores, and he's fantastic to, have a good read.
I appreciate that. But yeah, right. Do subscribe and do follow me on Twitter. Gaming Despair. Subscribe to his channel. He's a good dude. And hopefully we could do more of these shows together soon, man.
Alright, brother. Yeah, we'll talk soon, alright? Hey, Omar, nice talking to you and my dude.